Crew still in the city, please make the way to basement. There's a fight outside.
Go, bro, go!
I think you go downstairs.
We've got one male on his own.
And they said...
The suspect for his assault came back, and I thought, that's not going to be good. Something's going to kick off.
What? You knelt down! And what?
I need to make a decision now.
What are you doing?
Or he's going to assault a number of police officers. Using force, it's the last resort. I'm not a fighter, I'm a lover.
Hey, you're under arrest for section 4 public order.
Public order what?
Lay on the front.
My public order's over.
The people I help, I want to do that to the best of my ability to protect people from danger, whether it is members of the public or my colleagues.
Mate, just chill. You come back one more time, you'll get knocked off. So move away now.
We want to get him off the floor as quick as we can. We need to get him removed, straight to custody.
Yeah, lift him.
I made a decision to stand him up.
Stop.
No! Get off me now! Oh. Come on.
An officer's been assaulted. When he kicked you?
Kicked me really hard to the groin, like really hard.
Hold his legs. Hold his legs.
Come on now, lads, come on.
Mate, just to let you know, you're further arrested, okay? For assault, emergency worker. Caution still remains. See you later.
Yeah, that went up very quickly.
What happened?
The bloke kicked her.
Is it?
I think with both feet to the groin.
Obviously, you try to like restrain his upper body, and then you just don't think about his legs, and yeah, it's just a bit rubbish.
I felt like it was my fault. I've made a bad decision to stand him up and not potentially use fast straps to restrain him, to prevent him from kicking out. So I was blaming myself for that quite a lot.
Just shit, innit? Like, if I was to get assaulted, I'd be like, yeah, fine, whatever. But if it's someone else, it's a bit rubbish. Gotta go say sorry to Danielle.
I'd hate to have my colleagues be assaulted. I want to almost like take that pain away from someone that doesn't deserve it, and I beat myself up about it because I was kind of like lost. And I was like, well, I can't be lost. So it's just a bit hard, I guess.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's fine. I don't blame you at all. I don't blame anyone. In that moment, you're watching your colleagues getting dragged around, essentially.
Yeah.
You're going to go in straight away, and the person who's at fault is the person who assaulted me. So I don't think you could have done anything to stop him from doing that.
That's fine, that's fair enough.
By speaking to Danielle, it did make me feel less guilty, but it's key for me to like reflect on it and analyse my decision making and what I did and make sure I don't do it again.
I did something really sad. It was a bit embarrassing. I bought myself a little scope thing in positions like this and looking for cars. You can see them a mile off with this. God, that's cool. I'm enjoying that. It's a whole £7.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm loving your work. It's very clear.
Good.
A little pirate patch.
Little parrot on the shoulder.
Caller states her 10-year-old is threatening to jump out of an upstairs bedroom window. Apparently he's on the outside now, holding onto a window frame.
So we've just had a report of a boy who's currently hanging out of a window. She's kind of worrying. Just go silent so as not to spook. Is that him there? There you go.
There he is, yeah. We're just going to park around the corner, not to spook them. You all right, buddy? What's going on, mate? What are you up there for?
Trying to kill myself.
Why would you want to do that?
Because I'm a bastard.
Felt like a bit of a negotiator situation, and that's something we don't get trained for. No one tells you how to talk someone off of hanging out a window. The worry is that even when you are there, what are you going to do to stop it? Lima 40. Early update, 15-16 is just engaging with the child, stood on the window ledge on the outside of the window, 1 floor up. I'm reckoning about 10 foot. Initially, my colleague Mark, he was delegated the role of engaging with the child. You ideally want one person to pass the communications on your radio, and you want the other officer to engage with the subject. You do me a favour, little man. Stay around there for me. Cheers.
Why would we want to arrest you?
You're right, Chick.
I can't even get diagnosed.
Autism, are we thinking?
We're thinking ADHD.
Okay.
Well, what don't you like about school then, if you don't want to go?
Sometimes when someone has sort of done a brick wall to one officer, if you pop up as a fresh officer, like, hello, you're right, it switches their attention. Hello, how are we doing? Everything you want to talk about, we'll sit and talk to you. You're just making me a bit nervous. I'm a bit worried because you're in a bit of a dangerous position, and the last thing I want is for anything to happen to you. We'll come and have a chat with you upstairs, and we can talk through any problems that you've got. How's that sound? Say again, what was that?
I'll come downstairs.
You'll come downstairs? Yeah. Should we do that then?
Come on then, mate.
Come on, buddy. I'll meet you at the bottom of the stairs.
That's it. Well done. Good man.
4-0. We've
Good effort, mate.
managed to talk him down. He's coming to the bottom of the stairs now. Oh my God, how did that work? The child just clicked, snapped out of it. He just took a liking and engaged well back with me.
Where are you, mate?
Have you got your mask? Let's have a look at your mask then. Wow, that's cool. Go on, make it flash then. Hey, I might wear this all the time. I'll go. I'll leave you to it. See you later.
He's off trick-or-treating.
Come and have a chat with us down here then. Where do you want to go? Living room, cool, let's do that. I think Mum was genuinely really struggling to manage him.
That's what he normally does. He'll either run out the back garden and climb over the back wall.
Yeah.
And then run off into the estate and then lie in the middle of the road.
Yeah. The way he was presenting, it's not normal behaviour for a child of his age to climb outside a window and have no concept of the risk they were putting themselves at. I've had quite a lot of experience with autism. I've got a younger brother that is autistic ADHD and has something called PDA as well, pathological demand avoidance, which is another one. From having my own little brother, it's got ADHD and autism. I've got quite good exposure to autism, which comes in super, super handy in this job. It's really difficult to deal with. Yep. Yeah. How are you feeling now?
What is this? And that's you.
That is, yeah. Who do you reckon? That's me, that's Jake, or the other way around?
That one's you, that one's not.
Is it?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Hey, you're right. He's all good.
Okay.
He's happy to go to school. Do you want us to assist you with making sure he gets in the car with you and then you're set to go to school?
Yeah.
Because of my experience of dealing with little brother, it could have technically saved his life. Sometimes you go home from work and you feel like, what have I really done today? I've chased a few suspects around. But I think whenever you have an incident where you talk somebody off a window ledge, off a roof, off a bridge, you do go home at the end of the day and you go, wow.
This is so good. Look how busy it is. Woo. I do love Leicester. It's sort of my city that I've been raised in. I'm sort of proud to be from Leicester. The hardest day of the week is a Friday and Saturday night. It's anxiety, but it's also exciting at the same time. Right!
Where's the claps gone? More claps, more energy, more passion.
You're gonna run into a lot of drunk people, passed out people. It could be just fight after fight after fight, but it is intense.
Is it just alcohol?
I need to get sick.
You need to be sick?
All right. There you go.
I just got a big whiff.
I've not had a whiff yet.
I had a whiff.
It smells like Sambuca.
I'm gonna be sick. We are ambulance, fire, nurses, police. We do a bit of everything. So my previous job was a mental health support worker in a psychiatric hospital. It's definitely taught me to have patience with people.
You're so pretty.
Thank you.
I'm a lesbian, so I can be your girlfriend.
Oh, thank you. Have a good night. Did I just get hit on?
Why don't I ever get told I'm pretty?
Because you're not.
Stacey's policing style, she's very good at talking to people and trying to like de-escalate any situation.
I got sick on my shoes.
Oh. Why did you run over?
Because I wanted to make sure he was okay.
Oh, it stinks.
5-0.
We're going to police station. Ooh. Can we book space for one adult male under arrest for sexual assault on Market Street?
As we were driving round to go to custody, a male approached us saying that there was an unconscious male on the floor.
It's like the last incident with the male not breathing.
Someone seen him passed out on the floor.
They're down here somewhere. Where are they? My colleague Jack was looking after the suspect in the back.
Oh, there.
So myself and Reese went to go check on the male.
You alright, buddy? Open your eyes to us, buddy.
His breathing's well off. Very little.
Please, you alright?
Can you hear us?
He's got a pulse, but like very intermittent breathing. It is pretty serious.
Yeah, no problem.
You don't know what he's taking. You don't know how he's ended up there.
So if you just make sure you're pumping his chest hard and fast, at least twice per second and 2 inches deep.
Never done CPR before. I've never even seen it being done in real life.
We're just going to go at a rate of 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
If you're on an update, ineffective breathing, we're on phone to ambulance doing CPR at the minute, so just waiting for them to arrive.
You do feel the pressure, just like internally panicking about it. Someone could die. It's just so real. I have to like crack the ribs first. Like they sort of crunch. It's not a very nice feeling.
You're doing ever so well. They are coming as quickly as they can. They should have been taking her away now.
It was killing me not to get out of the van and just help her.
Water.
I haven't got any water. There's just something very serious going on.
So, are they still doing the compressions there?
Still doing.
It's quite scary knowing that you and your colleague are the only people there that can really help. That's just sort of a whirlwind around you.
Is his chest right?
No, but he just opened his eyes.
You want to swap? Are you okay?
Yeah, can you go?
Yeah.
You use absolutely everything and it's exhausting.
We've got a crew here now. We've got EMAS and Central Ambulance here at the minute. The male has got a pulse, they're just working on him.
I can't even imagine the pressure she was under. She didn't have any time to prepare for that. He could have potentially died. I'm sorry you had to do that. I mean, even the training takes it out of you, so I can't imagine how hard it is.
It's really hard. It's really hard. But hopefully he'll be okay.
In this job, you mature very quickly, and it was a lot to deal with, especially my first time.
I was very proud of you.
Thank you.
We're going to carpool karaoke to.
No, you put pressure on me.
1, 2, 3.
3, 4.
Hey. Oh, just me then. Thanks for that. Just throwing me under the bus. Hey, baby. Ooh. Ah. Wanna know.
It's me.
Hi.
Hey, Barbie.
Hi, Ken.
Does that mean you're Ken?
I did the wrong way around there, didn't I? God, Barbie's got a deep voice.
Barbie, let's go party.
This is all going wrong.
Let's never do this again.
About 20 November Lima crews, able to assist please. We've got a crew there at the moment, but it was involving about 6 people from a theft from store.
Roger.
We're on. We've had reports for shop theft. A load of alcohol has been stolen with 2 of our regular customers.
One of our crews is with a bleeding male now, and we believe the 2 other suspects are outstanding at the minute.
I'm public order trained, which basically means you're trained to a higher level to deal with rioting or disorder in the public. It's just another feather in the cap.
I'm a bit concerned this is going to be a bit of a Royal Rumble.
Yes.
Hey, just chill for us, buddy. Just chill.
Chill?
Yeah. Just take a deep breath, mate.
You're messing my arm.
You can get some help for your hand.
No, I'll make it worse. I'll fucking eat it.
Should we drag him in?
It can be a bit frightening at times because you don't know how that person is going to react when they're kicking off.
Get down!
But it is one of those things you do get trained to deal with, and one of those things that you do get used to dealing with. I think the more experience you have, the calmer you remain when you're dealing with somebody in a situation like that.
Get off!
Stay nice and chill. Just sit still. Sit still for us.
Don't kick out! Do not kick out!
I remember when I first joined being absolutely horrified. It was like, oh my God, I can't believe what's happening in front of me. But over time, you do get a lot more normalised to the violent side of humans.
Lima 60, just to update, we have got the male under control at this address, but he is being fast strapped at the moment. He's tried to kick out officers. So we're going to lift you up.
Is everybody ready?
Yep.
Okay, ready,
So I get the door.
Right, first.
Go away! Careful, kick. Careful, I'll make you.
Right, door.
Oh, carnage. Carnage is occurring. Do you want any water?
Fuck you.
Okay. Some people chill out when you get put in the cage, and then you get the people like this bloke who just want to continue fighting and banging heads and legs and saying all sorts of threats. Good to go.
We had to drive to custody on blue lights.
Got to get to custody as quick as possible because at the moment he's potentially hurting himself and he's just getting more revved up.
What drugs did he have meant to take him? Were you there? Cannabis, crack, pre-gab.
And that's it.
So a concoction.
Full cocktail. Just really quick as well, have we searched him? He
No,
got
one's
bundled
searching
in it, didn't he?
that
Sound.
Oh, what'd you say? You're going to throw a bowling ball at me? Not heard that one before.
And then we're taking down to cell 23, he's going to come down to.
Going to escort position, walking through like that.
I've got him.
You got him? Got him? Searching, yep. Just going to do bottom half first, yeah?
When we got to the cell, we did our initial search on him. That whole time he had a screwdriver in his pocket, which so easily could have been used as a weapon. He could have done a lot of damage against us, against the public. As you grow older, you start to realise how vulnerable you are as a person, not only a police officer. So yeah, it's a really worrying thought.
Be aware he's trying to punch through the cell hatch.
Yeah, I'll put him on one camera as well.
I'm horrendous with blood, to be honest with you. That's one of my things I struggle with. He had a cut to his hand and he was like force bleeding his finger, dribbling blood everywhere. It's a bit of like a dirty protest, we sometimes call it, where people just think they're gonna cause a mess to combat us.
Do you want a drink of water?
Maybe a cup of tea?
No matter what a suspect does, you do have to show compassion and understanding.
Yeah, mate. Do you want to go on the bed? So you're a bit comfier?
You've got to do that as a cop. You can't take things personally.
The fact that you tucked him in is brilliant. I love the fact that you tucked him in.
Caring touch.
He's out for the count, isn't he?
Working in response. It's just not your average day in the office. It's quite time consuming. It does take over your life. You're married to the job.
5 hours of listening to a man snore.
But to me, there's no better job.
Go. Jesus, right. I really like Stacey. She's just very energetic, like a little puppy.
So I've got 3 degrees. A psychology degree, I've got a master's in forensic psychology, and then I also have a diploma in professional policing. I'm the brains and he's the brawn. Jack has become one of my best friends in and outside of the job.
We went to everything, to be fair, on Saturday night, didn't we? For Your Majesty.
Thank you.
Getting a bit concerned at one point, thinking you have to start doing CPR again.
Oh, stop it.
I thought at least you've had like a bit of practice.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing now.
She's always like the person I'd go to if I needed to talk about anything and just kind of take your cop hat off and be like a normal person. I said, like, we deal with people who are like on the verge of death a lot, but not like that. Not having to like do life-saving stuff. The only thing I compare it to is that fatal we went to. That was just probably the worst thing we could have possibly gone to. Like, it was awful.
I know, it was really bad.
Legs hanging off, like
brains hanging out.
So it was the first real thing I'd seen. And that one, it did. I thought about that for a while afterwards. Yeah, that was brutal. You go to things that like people just don't see and you don't ever deal with unless you're in this job. So you have to just try and distance yourself from it a little bit. Otherwise you are gonna kind of eventually lose it.
But it's fine, we got through it together. We've got that relationship where he'll know when I'm not okay and I know when he's not okay, so we can just check in on each other. We can always sort of make each other feel better. Good chat.
I tell you what, I'm starving.
Did you have breakfast?
I had a chocolate-filled croissant.
Not very filling.
Heading to an address of a victim that's on my crime queue. She's reported controlling behaviour between her and her ex-partner. I've tried contacting her over the phone and there's been no answer and she's not got back to me.
Oh, yeah.
Jenny started to kind of try and let me fly the nest, as it were, and so she is letting me take charge.
Hello.
Yeah, well, what have you done?
No, you've not done anything. We just want to have a chat with you, if that's all right.
But I still get nervous, but I kind of put a confident hat on and I just crack on.
And so we wanted to come down and find out what's happened.
Me and my mum and my lad, we went on a holiday in Skeg. Do you know when you sense that something's there?
Yeah.
Well, I actually sensed that he was there. And like we got back to the campsite, I looked out the wrong window and there he was actually at the campsite.
Right.
He knew where you were going?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then he like turned around and followed me.
No, you're doing really well with everything you're telling us.
Sorry. No, it's all right.
No, don't worry.
It was really difficult for her, but I wanted for her to feel like she was sat on the sofa telling her friend rather than telling a complete stranger.
It's like when I was with him, he used to be verbally and like...
Abusive, verbally abusive.
He would like stop me from going out. And if I went out, he would like try and get someone to follow me to make sure that I'm not doing anything that I shouldn't be.
For the whole police thing, I never really realised the amount of emotions and that I would not only experience myself, but also witness other people experiencing.
I do still love him, but obviously I just can't go back to
No.
what I used to be.
No, absolutely not. We can have a chat with him. We'll get out of your hair then for today.
Philippa did absolutely brilliant. She knows what she's doing and she's really good at what she's doing.
That's all right, I have to keep it up to all times. So.
No, you do the right thing. Thank you.
That statement was amazing, and I think now she's building up that confidence in the police officer she is.
I love the kind of talking to someone and being able to reassure them. I really like that.
People like her where you feel like you actually are doing something good, and you know, the fact that she could open up so much, makes you feel good about your day.
The in-company period is really intense, and I'm definitely not managing kind of like work, social life, personal life at all, but I'm loving it. It scares me to say, but I am looking forward to going out for the first time on my own and seeing if I survive the ordeal and don't break myself, the police, Leicester.